Okay, hello there. I'm Relicti, and this is War of the Human Tanks again. So the side that won is the side we're looking at, the flawless side. And I'll be honest, I was tempted to be like, screw you, random number generator, and just go with the lost one, because I lost legitimately. I also won legitimately, kind of, but no, cheating as well, because I knew where all the enemy tanks were located. Essentially, I get one free try. Like, if I fail, I get one free try to redemption. If I fail that, but I feel like there's important story details, then I can try a second time, but that one will not count no matter how much I complain. So, that's that. Search as a greater area. This sounds useful, but it's 60,000 coins right now. I don't know if we can really do that. And I'm guessing just a standard upgrade to the barrage probably lets it shoot down more things, which would also be an incredibly useful thing, I think. Because I think even in the when you're introduced to the interceptor, I believe that they tell you the interceptor's not that good and needs to be buffed. Because at first it's not that good and it needs to be buffed. So, following the game's own advice, what? I have to have a second barrage tank. That makes us more expensive, thank you, game. But following the game's own advice, I will develop the second level of the interceptor, because the game did advise me to do that. Albeit in a weird, strange way, but it did ask me to do that. Now this sounds very useful because we all know the artillery pieces take a very, very long time to get the next shot off. Their turns come very slowly, so improving their transmission speed would be a fabulous addition to our team, like a fabulous addition to the team. Yeah, I said it right the first time. How I wanted to say it. Not quite sentence structured fine, but oh well. So that'd be a great thing. However, armed with 2 rifles and covers a wider target area, this sounds like what they were using against me, and it looked pretty BA. Let's just be honest, it looked pretty awesome. So I kind of want this as well. But out of the two, I'm gonna say this one's definitely the more useful, but this one's the more fun. I like long-range shots in games. I also like amazing scouts in games. So, you know, but however, before we do any of this, I think I'm gonna make new modules. One of the modules I was thinking about is the interceptor range plus 1. But it's not that big. It's not that useful. So, well, it doesn't seem to be that useful. Mainly because I haven't seen the interceptor yet. It might be super useful, but at 5,000 crates, and I just developed the next level interceptor, I can't splurge. I can't afford to spend any more resource on the interceptor class. I need to spend this resource towards other classes. So I was thinking of developing the Daisy Bomb, which would make the wide range bomb level 1, you know, better and all that jazz. And the shock tanks, because putting this on one of the higher tiered shock tanks would mean it's not only going to be going first, so it can go find whoever it needs to find fast, but it's going to blow a whole crap ton of people up, and if it's used properly, it could be very effective. But the problem is, I end up detonating most of my shock tanks on one enemy because I just happen to run into them, and I know that I can't wait because anyone else who walks by is just going to wreck my shock tank. So, like, I can't justify spending the 5,000 crates, at least right now, on the Daisy Bomb either. So that was a total bust, right? But at least we talked about it. I was thinking of buying it. I was actually considering it until I started talking about it. Then I was like, oh shit, I can't afford that. And that happened. So let's develop a new tank. We'll develop the more useful one. It might not be the more fun, but we'll develop the more useful. I lied, we're developing both. What the twist! Yeah, I know, you didn't see that one coming, but it did. It happened. Let's move on. Let's move on and accept it. Also, I think I might develop this for next battle, but I'm not quite sure yet. Let's go to the next fight, by the way. If I had been doing this right from the beginning, the intro would have appeared in every... Oh, we're not at the intro. Right now, it's doing like the anime-esque thing where, well, not just anime, it's not exclusive to anime, it's the showish thing, I guess, where it starts off with some storyline, to kind of lure you in, and then it shows off its intro. Which actually, I don't really like that when shows do that. I prefer the intro first, because then you know what's on, as opposed to just randomly walking in and seeing, like, I don't know, wow, I've watched so little TV that I can't even think of a current show's actors to point out in this situation. Damn it. Instead of walking into Inuyasha talking to Kagome. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I went to anime. When I couldn't think of a real show, I went to anime. Deal with it. But, you know, then you just know it's like, oh, like if you hear the intro, it's like, oh, Inuyasha's on. If you hear Inuyasha's voice, you're like, Inuyasha's on, but I missed something, you know? I've missed part of it. It's already running. Oh, no. As opposed to if the intro's running, it's like, Inuyasha's on. I just gotta walk into the room now and be ready. Like, you know, some, I don't know, just, you get more warning, I guess. So you don't miss anything. Not like you miss very much before the intro anyway, but, getting off on a tangent. Let's move on. The sea was endless. It was a sea of flame. This ocean of trees was painted in unnatural colors by raging waves of fire. 60,000 Imperial human tanks and 70,000 Royal human tanks. The Royal ones are our enemies, right? And the Imperial ones are ours? Because we're the Empire, so we have the Imperials. And they're kingdoms, so they have the Royal, right? Yes, they lost 10,000 more, which doesn't really mean much. Considering Matsumoto was a complete slaughter for our team. By the way, interesting point here. I just wanted to comment, our generals suck, and their generals are awesome, because they have a young, untested girl from the royal family, you know, Kirara Irikura, like, just punching one of our generals right in the face. And this is, like, one of our supposedly good generals, because he's in this, like, HQ shit, you know? And she just punches him in the face with a simple tactic. She lures him into the castle, just destroys a whole bunch of his units, and had prepared a pincer attack to likely wipe him out. And she's an untested girl, for God's sakes. And not only did she do that, but she was beating them at the Okuhara Battery. She was beating their faces in there. And the only reason that she didn't win was because she was fearful of the infinite range battery Masamune. That's the only reason that she has failed 2 times now. It's because of us. So I'm just saying, their generals, because they have this untested girl kicking the crap out of our generals. Like, their generals are just completely better than ours, 100%. She was outnumbered in a castle, for God's sakes, with no supplies and no HQ telling her what to do, and she came up with a plan and executed it perfectly. If I hadn't been there, she would have wiped out an entire army. And you know what? That's awesome to me, that their generals are that cool. Like, our generals don't need redeeming factors because we, as the player, are in the game. But their generals need redeeming factors, and I'm glad they have them. Anyway, we got off topic again, but, you know, whatever. That's going to happen a couple of these times. All those tanks vanished in that vortex of flame in a single night. Such a battle was fought here. With one wave of a great general's hand, all of the human tanks happily sacrificed themselves for his sake. For the human tanks, the most coveted and happiest thing is to be of service to their senior officers. Wow, that was disgusting. I just had a little bit of bile in my throat. Delicious. They all shouted, cried, and suffered, and in the end, they died with rapture. That's really dark. Let's just be honest, that was a dark passage. If I hadn't read it with the breaks, it would have been pretty dark. And now we have the intro going again. Which, by the way, I love this intro. Not only like just the weird kind of artistic style that they use, but also the music is just great, in my opinion. But anyway, we'll skip that because I've already biffed it. You know, if I had done that, if I had shown the intro and the credits every single time, I could do that with timestamps and shit, and it'd be kind of cool. But hey, I chose not to do that, so can't do it now, even though I want to. Dang, huh? I know some of you are happy about that. The great, oh god, we have more words I can't pronounce. The great Yakigatek Gatake Highland? That sounds about right, sure. Thank you, Samurai Warriors, for at least giving me some ability to like, blunder my way through this. It's still bad, by the way. It's still completely 100% wrong. But at least it's not as bad as it would be without Samurai Warriors. Yes. I know it's located in the north. What's the point of invading there just when we've opened a route to the east? What's the matter, Sato? No, it's nothing. Clearly the HQ isn't sending you off just to keep you away while they gain fame. Nothing of the sort. Nothing. Now that the eastern area is open for invasion, our northern defense is left undermanned. That seems to be the reasoning of the brass. Or they just don't want me to, you know, kick ass and take names. Because let me tell you what, I kick ass and I chew bubblegum. I'm all out of bubblegum. Roddy Piper quote. Alright. Alrighty. Although, tactically, if you open up a path, like if you open up a path one way, the enemy's going to defend that way. So then if you hit them at another point, with a, like, you know, with a different division, or a different group, or better yet, the same group they just saw, if you can pull this off, they'll get very confused, and then you can have another unit, like, continue the attack that the first group had done, because they won't see it coming. They'll be all fucking, they'll be like, what the hell's going on? And you might just be able to rush right through them. But, you know, that's definitely not the reason at all. Brass just sucks. And let's stop calling them brass. Let's call them what they actually are. Jerks, or cowards, or assholes, or hypocrites, or, well, anything else you could think of, really. Probably fits them. They're all douchebags. That's a better word. Considering how aggressive our army is being, it's not far-fetched to think that they have sent human tanks from the north to the east. Does that mean we can't join the eastern invasion? That would be the case. I was looking forward to checking out the kingdom's new tank model in action. Don't feel down, Choco. They might deploy the new one in the north, too. That's true, they might. I can't wait to see their new human tank model. I would like you to stop being so excited about the opponent's increasing war potential. Don't worry about it. That's just the way she is. Besides which, we're going to copy their designs anyway. No worries! Are we done talking yet? Can I eat the hot pot now? Oh, certainly. Please go ahead. It's chow time! Whee! Boy, you really can cook. Thank you very much. So when do we depart? Tomorrow. We'll still have plenty of time left to prepare ourselves after we enjoy this kimchi hot pot. We've got to eat a lot to stay strong. You can have more rice if you'd like. Sato's already used to being one of us. Oh, I smell delicious kimchi, whatever that word was. Look, they're eating hot pot with kimchi sauce. I'd love some too, ma'am. We have no surplus food to feed to human tanks. Shock! I guess we can give them the soup that'll be left over after we're done. I'll bring you guys the soup later. I'm not sure if I should be happy or sad. Don't you want it? Yes, I do want it, sir. We're treating them like dogs. Like, literally, we're treating them no better than a dog. And I mean, I don't even mean like my dogs, because my dogs are treated like opulently. Let's just be honest. I treat my dogs great because they're huskies and they deserve it. But you know, like have you ever seen like the house dog, like the little beagle, and it's sitting there like begging for food at the scraps at the table? It wants that food, but it should just be given that food on principle. It shouldn't be given that food because you can't finish it. That's wrong. That's wrong, man. Unless the food's bad for them, then it's completely right, and you shouldn't actually give them the scraps, but sometimes you do because you're a bad person. So either way, it's a loss for you. You're still a bad person, no matter what way you go. Unless you're like me and, you know, pretty much give the dogs anything they want. Yeah, I'm a nice guy. Not really human food, though. Depends. It has to actually be good for them. A lot of things that we eat, not so good for dogs. Namely chocolate. You're an idiot if you give a dog chocolate. Let's just be honest. You still spoil your human tanks, Lieutenant. Do I? I don't think so. You must remember that they are disposable, or else you'll end up attached to them. Hey, Hashiko is not disposable. She's actually 100% infinite. Like, she can't be killed until she reaches age and blows herself up, but we have a muffler on her that'll keep her from dying before then. Right, I'll be careful. Damn you. Episode 6, The General from Hell. Well, you would think they'd have a more clever title, like something about going north, but Because we already know who the General from Hell is. I mean, this would have been good for, like, Episode 2? Episode 1? I don't know. One of those. Damn it. I'm upset. And now we have a blue... Aww. And now we're... Aww. Keeps changing the scenery on me. And we're at the Great Yakigatake Highland, the Imperial side. There's two sides to this mountain. Ho! Lieutenant, I have returned. That was quick. How was it? You were supposed to attend the strategy meeting yourself. Our corpse won't be hurt either way. Even if I had been there, I'd have just quickly gone to sleep. Your basic problem is a complete lack of tension, Lieutenant. It's fine, because I'm well aware of it. So what's the word? The bird. Okay. Well, the strategy is a direct confrontation with the enemy. Direct confrontation? You mean we're gonna have all of our tanks line up and charge? Bonsai. That would be the case. Who the heck would call that a strategy? Who the heck would call that a strategy? I figured they all rejected each other's plans and couldn't reach any reasonable conclusion. That was unavoidable, since all of them are units like ours that haven't been assigned to the eastern area. Not that I care. So where will we be deployed? Around the left wing? We'll be on standby in the rear of the left wing. If the front line is diminished, we will advance. Those are the orders. Great, we get rear guard duty. Well, not even. We get reserve duty, not rear guard. Rear guard is much more important than reserves. Rear guard actually entails defending against flankings and other things. Reserve just means sitting there and waiting for your chance to die. Or not participating at all. Not on standby again. That's all we've done lately, isn't it? Many of those in the army think us a nuisance. They'll be troubled if we take on an active role, despite the fact that they unfroze us. Anyhow, here in Yakigatake, the opposing army has been neck and neck with ours for a long time, and since we have the eastern invasion route open to us, now is the perfect chance to turn the situation in our favor. Oxygen. Shock tanks, advance. Roger that. Herald, tell the fire support unit to get ready. Roger that. All tanks, attack. Wow! It's me, Mario! It has begun. Can we sit on the mountain and watch? Because that would be kind of cool to watch a battle from, like, a mountain. Safety, you know. It's not cool if you're involved in dying horribly. Is there a problem, Lieutenants? Nope. Nothing. By the way, do you know why this great highland was named Damn it. Yakigatake? It means burning hills, doesn't it? A few years ago, a major battle took place here, and during that battle, one of the Imperial commanders devised a certain strategy and executed it. Was it me? They lured the enemy army into a forest and annihilated them all using shock tanks in there. The tactic disabled half of the enemy army, and at the same time, half of this great highland was consumed. And that's how the place got its name? That's right. That name is also a testament to the Empire's victory. How could you possibly call something gained with the sacrifice of so many human tanks a victory? It was a necessary sacrifice. Then let me ask you something, Lieutenant Sato. Would you do the exact same if you were in those shoes? Of course I would, without hesitation. Explosion. What was that sound? Big bro, you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. What just happened? I was worried because I heard a kingdom tank explode pretty close by. I think it was in the opposite direction. That was very close. Sheesh, are we being pushed back or what? Did the Royal Army already get this far? That can't be, it's impossible. No matter what happened, it's too early. Then can anyone explain those explosions? Because let me tell you what, they're kinda concerning. Oh, Turnabout's fair play. Kya! Sato! Big bro, jeepers, look around! Trees are catching fire from the explosions. We're all gonna die in the fire! There's no other way. Let's retreat to the plains. Understood. Again! Ah! Oh, god damn it! The escape route got cut off. Big Pro, what they're doing, could this be using explosions to funnel us somewhere? Are you certain? It does appear that the explosions are linked, but No, that's not it. They're systematically detonating tanks trying to lead us somewhere. Wait, that is... I finally found you, Shitaro. Oh, great. Who's that? Who are you? A Royal Army Commander. Is an easy enough term for even you to understand, I suppose. A Royal Army Commander? Have the commanders taken the habit of joining the front lines recently? I'm here to vanquish you with my own hands. Me? I'm your target. Lieutenant, do you know her? How would I know an enemy commander? Even if you've forgotten me, I remember you. What an honor. Big bro? Choco, go prepare for battle. Roger that. Shitaro, I will never ever forgive you. Such a grudge. Lieutenant, what on earth did you do to her? Beats me. Die, Shitaro. You didn't even tell us. All of our, due to the width of the field, you advised to employ teams of scout and battery tanks. Alright. Oh, I did upgrade these. Yes, I upgraded the batteries. Alright, good. Defeat condition is all my command tanks are annihilated or I remain cornered. A victory is annihilate all enemy command tanks or hold dominance at the end of the battle. Alright. Let's see what we can do on this field. Let's go to formation. Whoop. That's a strange battle. Alright. Oh, they cost so much. Let's take a look around. You're the worthless one that I don't want. Right. I'm going to assemble... Whoa, those are expensive. I'm going to assemble one. I'm going to assemble another Tama in case mine gets destroyed. And let's bring some Tsubasas into this fight as well. Only one. Well, let's bring two. One for both sides. They have a large range for fire, so they should be useful. We'll bring the Shizuka as well. I would like two of them, even though that'll take up most of my supply. How many tanks am I allowed? 12. All right, we're gonna fill the remaining void with Mugamis. Should probably bring some more Aobas or Asais. Asais could be used as forward scouts, very able to kill and also able to die. Only 200, only 200 crates as a cost. Wouldn't be a big deal. All right, it's time to deploy. Hashiko. I have to bring Hashiko. But I don't want her to be in the front lines, because we already know what goes wrong whenever I do Actually, we've never seen Hashiko die, have we? Oh well, we'll pretend we have. We know what goes wrong when that happens. Alright, I want one of my newest tanks up front here, like somewhere up here. But I want at least a few of these guys out, so... Mugami there. And Mugami here. Shizuka, you're gonna go here. And Shizuka number 2 will go there. Right, okay. Down to the Tamas. Well, should we bring the interceptor tank as a just-in-case policy? Potentially. That's not a definite thing. I might take the interceptor off if I feel like I need more firepower. So let's bring the Tamas. I'm perfectly fine bringing all the Tamas for this fight. Actually, we might be able to get away with only using 2. So the question becomes, should I bring a Mike instead to help scout out this side over here? Or, it's not advised. I'll bring a Tama. The Tamas are just much better. Now then, that first Tama we saw, the one who's in the center, you. Oh, I didn't assemble a module. That's great. Okay, I was going to use a module in this fight, but that cost 2,000 crates that I've blown. So, we're not using that anymore. How many more tanks can I deploy? 3. Exactly 3. I think we'll forsake our newest tank models. I want one of you right there. And I want another Asai to go... here. And this is dangerous, but let's put the Tsubasa right here, because she might be able to go, she might be able to go fast enough that she's able to mitigate some of the opening volley threats that we'll have. So we'll see what happens. I might be putting her up to die though. We'll never know. There we go. It's number 2. Alright, let's do it. I'm kind of worried. The way I blew my resources, you know. I wish I knew how many I wish they'd grace me with that. At least tell me how many enemy units are out on the field. Ashiko's gonna go first. Oh, there we go. You, up. Enemy Poochie, right. Try to take out multiple guys. Nothing, 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 nothing. Poochie. Oh, well, Shock Trooper. Tier 3, maybe? Either way, early threat mitigated. Alright, we got a lot of units ready to move out, so... Nothing? Okay. Taking this a little bit more carefully than I usually would. Oh! Alright, I'll wipe out the Poochie. It's the most dangerous. Or the Shock Trooper, I guess, whatever. Because I have units right over there that they can get 2 off of. Wipe out the Recon. You, move up. Take a shot just in case. Keep the Recon unit alive. She's more valuable than you. Oops, wrong. You, up, now. Go straight. You found something. Well, that's grand. Kill it. I'd like to be using my Recons for recon, but so far I've had to use them for killing, which upsets me. They still have better vision than any other tank, though, so they're still seeing more than anyone else is. Found one right there. Alright, it's up to you. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Well, I'm already committed. So, guess what? Firing there. Nothing was there. Oh, that makes me sad. Alright. You can probably hit her. I did put you on the side for a reason, after all. Adios, amigo. They have a lot of tanks for us to not be doing much to these guys. Oh, crap! That does not look good. We're gonna have to hit it twice, I think. Come on, come on, give me any unit, give me any unit. Crap. I didn't think about this before I moved. That was one with a freaking module on her. Uh-oh. Ooh, someone's over there, huh? Right. You can only intercept in 1 square, huh? Intercept for her for now. Shit, I'm about to lose my recons. Oh, no, they chose my artillery. No, my artillery! And my aside, it didn't matter at all, but oh no, anyway. I got multiple enemies on this side, I'm gonna need help. The point of moving there was to, you know, make the other one visible. Working off the assumption that she can hit him. But since I lost the other artillery would have been able to do it. Shoot. Okay. Well, I already took my move. Take a shot anyway. That was surprising. I can't save that recon. Alright, just keep moving up. Holy crap, that's a big artillery piece. Okay. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. They have all these damn modules on their shit. If that tank would have lived, she could have taken it out. Son of a gun. Alright, she's taking up 4 different squares. Ah! It's gonna take forever to deal with. If I move up, I'm only gonna be able to shoot those. I won't be able to save the other unit anyway, but I should try. Yeah, see? Can't do it. Alright. Take a shot at one of the back shots first. We're gonna have to pelt this thing. Crap, and I can't kill you. I'm just losing tanks. This battle is ridiculous. There's so many modules out here. I should have just brought my I don't know where I'm going with this. She's gonna die by recon, so I'll focus fire. Had to make sure I got this before they did. Nothing over here? Good. You're dead. And you did deserve this. Let's not mix words here. Uh-oh. Oops, you're the ice. I don't need you. Ah, dang it. Okay, hold on. Hold that thought. You wanna play ball? We'll play ball. What? How did you know I was going to attack that square and not the other square? You're a crafty one. But did you expect this? Ha-ha! Exactly. My turn to cast interceptions. Oh crap, their enemy commander is about to wipe out, yep. Damn it. At least I know where you are now. You aren't going to be able to hit her, but move up anyway. I think she was there, because my Tamo was there, so it's right there. I have to try to remember it, but it's really hard with it, because I didn't memorize the number. You suck! How many intercepts do you get? I'll get you eventually. Well, that was close. Yeah, you didn't suspect that I still remembered where you were, but I did! Oh, they have more than one command tank? Well, that sucks for me. Can't have an intercept whenever they didn't get their turns. You shouldn't have moved up. Damn. Forget it, just stay on standby. There's another tank over here though, somewhere. I'm gonna need to go find it. I guess we just have to keep waiting. Nothing. Such a big handicap only having one scout. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Show yourselves! Got one. I doubt I'm going to be able to hit it from here, though. Yeah, fire there instead. Nothing? Alright. This is the part of the program where we lob random shells at the enemy until we can finally hit one. Oh, that sucks. Okay. They were there. So, and a side gets what? 3 movements per turn? I'd say that wasn't a bad guess. Ah, that recon's about to wipe out my recon. Alright, I remember that location. You're gonna have to move in. I meant to click Hashiko, not make annoying noises. Come on, give me one of my tanks. Give me one of my tanks. It's called revenge. Oh, what? I won. How? That wasn't a command tank. Oh, no. I was about to say that I might have won because I only had interceptors left, but I could have sworn the one on the far left was an assault tank. Didn't she have blonde hair? Maybe she was an interceptor too. Maybe I killed all. Yeah, like that's the only thing I could think of is that I. But the battle would have ended if I had killed their only command tank, wouldn't it? I don't know. I am confused as to why the battle has ended. Maybe time ran out, and I just barely made, like, maybe that kill put me into the dominant range, so I won based off of, I don't know. Alright, we're retreating to the plains. Roger that. Assize, cover us. All prepared. Fire! Lieutenant, now's our chance. Big bro, what are we going to do after running away? That weird commander's got a lot of nerve to apply that explosion tactic against us. It's not the time to be laughing at Oh, I was laughing? Oh, my bad. I thought I was running. It's not the time to be laughing sinisterly, Lieutenant. Choco, scramble up as many poochies as possible. But big bro, in a situation like this, I can't assemble shock tanks good enough to fight here. Doesn't matter, as long as they can self-destruct. Big bro, are you going to do that? That? What do you mean by that? Alpha Team, spread out to the right and attack Royal Shock Tanks as soon as you spot them. Roger that. Choco, what about Bravo Team? I gathered poochies from the other units and converted them all. Good. Bravo Team is to destroy the Imperial Shock Tanks on the front line. Burn as much field as possible. Roger that. My god, Lieutenant, did you just say Imperial Shock Tanks? Are you saying you'll attack our allies? Charlie Team, set off the reserve tanks in the rear of the right wing. Friend or foe, lure all tanks into the left. Lieutenant, please stop it. Roger that! Stop right there, you poochies! Just stop! You can't stop him, Sato. His orders take priority over yours. Lieutenant! What are you thinking? Necessary sacrifices, right? What? Our Imperial Army is obviously being driven back right now. If the opponent's using shock units to corner us, we'll just put them to good use. Put them to good use? Were all of those orders for that purpose? We're adding a new explosion route to the enemies. Delta Team, destroy the enemy tanks gathering ahead on the left wing. Roger that. That's impossible. How can you do that without knowing the enemy's intended pathing? But I can read all of them. That's what I've been doing all along. Lieutenant. Can't the battery units still get up to the front line? You're asking too much, ma'am. They are currently fighting back the enemy bomb units. What? They got here this fast. How about the 3rd Assault Unit? It's completely down for the count, ma'am. Blasted. This headquarters is also surrounded by the flames. We better pull back, ma'am. So the original is still that much more sophisticated than a mere imitation, huh? Captain Miu, your command, ma'am. Whole army retreat. Fall back to the Tenryu Tunnel. Yes, ma'am. Have you really forgotten me, Shitaro? Advance the batteries. The enemy's probably using the northeastern road to fall back. Use the long-range batteries to annihilate them. Wah! It's me, Mario! Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses. Create Yagi Take. Highland. Great Yakitake Highland, located in the north, is a battlefield which for years has been held in a stalemate. Since the two armies have only sized each other up in skirmishes until now, today's struggle has been engraved in the minds of everyone involved. Even though the Royal Army pulled a surprise attack, they ended up driven out by the fire and had to fall back to the north. Yeah, it was a crushing defeat. The number of the Imperial human tanks present was around 20,000, while the Kingdom's force was roughly the same. And all of those tanks, every last one of them, disappeared into a rolling sea of flame. I can't believe you actually used such a crazy tactic. There's no point whatsoever in seizing a victory by annihilating all of our own tanks. Sato, weren't you the one who talked about necessary sacrifices? That's correct, but had we not done anything back then, we would have lost for certain. Those casualties were all necessary in order to win. I do understand the logic of it, but on an emotional level, I cannot just accept it. Sato, I'll go and cool off. Don't be too hard on yourself. I'll be just fine. Let's do good work on the next operation at the Tenryu Tunnel. Big bro. Oh, I didn't notice you there. Don't be too hard on yourself, alright? I just said the exact same thing to Sato. But you're the one who's suffering the most. Shoko knows it. Who knows? I can't even tell myself. Big bro, you've got to cheer up. Hey, why don't we watch some anime? Sounds nice. Let's do that. Get the mouse out of here. It's blocking our concept art. And the credits come back. Okay. I love the songs. I really do. So that was a tough fight. I thought we were going to lose for sure. They had a crazy tank module going on. They had multiple crazy tank modules going on for them. The fact that I had to hit their tanks more than once was quite a big issue. Because my tanks were all one-shot wonders. If I got hit once, they were done. Their tanks, they had one that took 4 shots, one that took 2. Plus, they had more tanks than me to begin with. It was a crazy fight, but we pulled it out. I'm proud of you guys. Not proud of myself. That was lousy on my part, but I'm proud of you guys. You guys pulled through for me today. I'm talking to you, audience, not my tanks. My tanks didn't pull through for me, they all died. I think only Hashiko lived. The Interceptor lived. And what, 3 of my long-range Megumis? I think. Wait a second. Did I ever build the new tank type? Yes, I did, okay. But I didn't use them? I didn't use the Shizukas? Did I really just use the Megamis? The Shizukas would have been helpful. They would have gotten their turns faster. I can't believe that I wouldn't have used the Shizukas. I think I had to have at least deployed one of them. That'd be crazy talk if I didn't. Huh. Either way, we managed a resounding victory today. And I have all of you to thank for it. Not my lousy playing that almost screwed us. Because I lost all of my scout tanks, but sometimes bad things happen. Inevitable casualties, my friends. And that's what happened here. My goodness, I lost a lot of tanks that fight. Considering I went in with 12, and I got dropped down to 5, yeah, that was quite hefty. Especially because some of those were newer models too, so I lost quite a bit on them. But we gained a crap ton, and we really wrecked them up. So I mean, overall, I'm happy with this result. Either way, that'll do it for this episode. And join me the next time when we continue our battle against this new foe, Mio. I think that was her name. Or was it Mion? Mion's from Higurashi. So I could be getting that confused. But Crazy Town coming up next, I assume.